In every CSGO match you usually have at least 16 tries to try to get a frag. Still, even pro CSGO players have had their games where they end up with 0 frags. It's of course a very rare case though. Today we look into some of those matches and see how close they were to one single kill that could have saved themselves from the shame of being in the no frag club. Firstly, the only female in the list, Benita. Her team CLG Red, that includes only ladies, played against Team Renegades whose testosterone barely fits in the server in 2017. Match was pretty one-sided and Benita was kind enough to not to kill one single enemy. Let's have a look at the best opportunities she actually had in this game. Round number 5, they had a cool eco round idea here, and when enemy tried to flank them, she definitely had another pretty good chance to open up her score. But this time only assist, at least something. In CSGO, every piece of damage counts. Next up, round 8, probably the best chance to get one frag on the board. They are ecoing once again, but JKS is holding them alone behind this rock. Benita has an opportunity to get very close to JKS, who only has 18 HP. This surely has to be a frag. Not this time though. When one game is meant to be unlucky, it will most likely be unlucky till the end. Alright, round 14, you can see Benita is going for P90 as nothing else is working for her, and in this round she has her next good chance to get a frag on the board. When other deaths that I don't show were just unlucky timings or duels that were fair or even unfair for Benita, then this 1 vs 1 duel is kinda favoring Benita, I would say. When we stop it right here, Yam has half HP left and Benita just has to accurately P90 him a little bit. Still nothing, and she stays on 0 frags, 4 assists and 14 deaths. I can already say that one thing that connects all those 0 frag matches for pros is that the match in general has to be very one-sided, so minimum amount of rounds are played. It's probably impossible that match ends up 16-14, but one pro still visits the no frag club. Fast forward to the last round, this is how it all ends. T-side pistol round, 4 vs 3 situation actually. They have the A side, analyst desk is already thinking that nothing really could go wrong here. They will have the first round on the board. Benita has the balcony under her control, but her teammates didn't have the right angles covered, so she got flanked and outplayed. Final result 0-16 and a very unlucky game for Benita. What a pity. Next up, Torches Ninja against Berserk on Inferno, and the guy who couldn't sleep after this match was Keto. 0 frags and 17 deaths after 17 rounds played. I believe this first clip at the round 12 describes his game the best. He started as a T and Keto was often trying to entry plus gain some room for the team. But sometimes he even died without seeing an enemy. Round 14, as I told you, Keto was often the meat shield of the team and couldn't even fire before his death. Although they flash before Keto goes in, the flash does nothing for this sneaky enemy. Alright, A-App's entry example, again a pretty hard situation to deal with. And here's the very last round, also in my opinion the best chance of this game for Keto to get one kill on the board, if he only would try to peek out and trade it earlier. But I guess at this point the whole match itself has eaten all of his self-confidence. What a disastrous performance. Here's free $10 Steam gift card for the first one who uses it, and if you missed it, make sure you're subscribed to the channel with notifications on, so you have a chance in those type of challenges next time. Third matchup in the list is Cloud9 against Luminosity, and Nekis with 0 frags on train with 21 rounds played. One thing in common with the last game we saw is that Nekis is also in kind of an entry fragger role. His job is to go out first and make some room for the team. He definitely had a chance here in the round number 2, where they also had a stronger bite than Cloud9. Round 9, try pick upper and sudden death. This goes to no chance examples list. Alright, round 15, a nice entry attempt as he sneaks through the smoke, but when it comes down to shooting, bullets go just a tiny bit over Rush's head. Next up, round number 17, and I believe this was his best chance to escape from the big 0. strangely enough, he decides to go for the UMP long distance spray instead of one taps, and this could have cost him a very valuable kill. But chances do not end here. 2 rounds later he has another great moment to get 1 on the board. This time you really can't blame him because he scared Skadoodle enough to win the round here. No frag, but a round for a team. It's even more valuable. Round number 20, Nekis boost his teammate up here on Ivy. One small and pretty well known trick you can try out in your own games. Sadly, enemies are kinda ready for that, and after all they both lose a lot of HP because of this move. At least they could fall back alive though. Nekis plays the rest of the round with 19 HP. In the end of the round they have 2 versus 1 situation. He could have played it safe, but he decides to move and Rush gets an easy kill on him. No chance here. And the same goes with the last death of the game. Cloud9 has the weapon advantage and they just run over him. An unlucky game, especially because it lasted for 21 rounds, so it gave everyone 21 chances to be impactful. We're gonna continue with a game that happened in 2016, Gambit against ENCE. Xarte had 19 rounds in his hands, but this time no frags. Although even the first pistol round was very promising. In the 4th round he had a very close 1 versus 1 duel where Hooch survived with only 22 HP. Then the magical moment in the next round where he used the smoke and the USPS to be sneaky. This granted him some free shots to the opponent, but unfortunately the frag count stayed the same. Round number 15. Alexi B seems to be a very nice guy, but this time he kinda stole Xarte's one and only potential kill. He was very close to get one here. This is the finish line of the match. Xarte couldn't get the trade frag and ends up with a big circle behind his name. Not the proudest moment in his CS career for sure. Next up, the latest match in the list that took place this year. VP versus Nemiga, and we're gonna have a look at Snatchy's awful performance on Mirage. I can already spoil that he was gifted a frag for sure. The first notable moment takes place in the 3rd round. They go out middle with 3 guys from underpass and this should be tradable kill there. But as you can see, Box manages to survive with 8 HP. A pretty close battle for sure. Next up, another close duel in round number 14, where Snatchy dinks the enemy. Unlucky Snatchy. Here's a CT side pistol round that grants some more opportunities for Snatchy. Of course, we already know that he doesn't take them. By the way, since they don't have a kit and 3 of VP players are very low, they sadly lose this very important pistol round from a 4 versus 1 situation. This is not nice to witness. It hurts. And now the last round of the game, and the best gift from this game, Snatchy goes upper wood and shoot frag the guy coming out from Palace, especially because he got team flashed. Spray and pray sadly didn't work out, although they were at a very close distance. No can do. Alright, we move on, and result number 6 comes from 2018, MK against Nexus and Spy Leader with unlucky score. The whole game was pretty chaotic, so I just have 2 moments to present to you. Firstly, T-side pistol round. And next up, CT side pistol round, which was also the last round, as the game ended up in 16-0. He didn't really get any gifted moments that should be certain frags. Enemy side just ran over them, so this is it. No frags on the plate there. Another match that took place in 2016, G3X against B-Gods. Sadly on Nuke, DZT couldn't get any frags on the board. Here we're gonna witness a very unlucky round number 13. have had moments where enemy survives with 1 HP, but when you have 0 kills, it gets a whole new meaning. Next up, round number 16, they decide to get aggressive from ramp, but even if they for a second have 5 versus 3 situation in their hands, at the very end, everything falls apart. Let me know how did you like this different type of video, subscribe to the channel and stay super general. Peace out.